Hello and welcome to another episode of Life Talks with Fawole. We have the Wizard, we have Karim and the amazing Meredith in the studio today. Welcome. From Speakeasy London. Cool. Is it collectively both of you, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
It was my invention, but Karim's been there supporting me from the very start. Every time I've been like, oh, maybe I'll leave it, maybe I won't make any more, or he's been like, no, come on, you can do this, let's go. So
Nice.
Yeah.
So for the people at home who don't know what Speakeasy London is, what is Speakeasy London?
Speakeasy London is a collective of poets, and we get together monthly and we share our poetry, whether it's spoken word, lyrical, musical, however people want to express, they can. It's really intimate and interactive as well. So you get a lot of more personable, vulnerable pieces as well. I don't know if you want to add anything.
You get people doing spoken word. Sometimes people perform songs. It's very intimate and it's very open and very free.
Nice. Where'd you guys do it?
East Ham.
East Ham?
In a place called Apple and Carts.
East Ham, Apple and Carts.
Apple Cart Arts. Yeah.
Apricot Arts. Okay, East Ham.
Yeah, it's right by Manor Park. Do you know where Manor Park is?
Yeah. I've lived in East London quite a lot. There's not.
Well, we live in the neighborhood, and we both realize there's nothing like this anywhere. Not even really in Newham.
Yeah.
So it's like if you see something and you want something to be done about it, go do something about it, right?
Yeah. I just finished working in Newham General. I was there for about 4 years.
Yeah, down the street.
I was there for like 4 years. There for 4 years.
Yeah.
What made you start it?
I don't know. Well, our first venue was actually online during the pandemic.
Okay.
And it was just me and a couple other people.
Okay.
And it was lockdown. No one was allowed to go anywhere, do anything. It was January, February. It was cold. It was dark.
Like it's now.
And we were miserable. Yes, exactly. And we just started coming online and sharing our work with each other. And then a couple more people joined. And we have friends that own a place called VE6, which is a cafe.
Okay.
And I said, well, do you want to come down and do stuff here with us?
Okay.
And you can have this space for free. People can come for free, which is awesome. And just have an evening a month, do your thing, whatever that thing was.
Yeah.
And then... so I called it Speakeasy because I like that secretive prohibition era kind of vibe to it, and that collective, like something secretive about it. Yeah. It was very word of mouth. You had to get on the guest list. You had to DM me. I had to check you out, check your accounts, Google you. I wanted to know who was coming, right?
Yeah.
And it's a very safe, intimate space. And then, from there it grew and it grew.
I don't know who that was, but it might be me. But if it's me, I'm turned off. Sorry, Meredith. It might have been me.
Is it me?
I don't know. I hope it was me. Then it doesn't matter. Okay. Check I think it was me.
On airplane.
It was me. All right. I'm not trying to own up. Accountability. Yeah, you saw me switch it off, yeah? Wizard or wanker? No, joking. Probably random.
I'm on airplane mode. I'm good.
Yeah, no, it was me.
Was it? It was. Oh no! And I went and checked and everything.
It was me.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
comic interlude. So what happened? Yeah, and then we got V6 closed. They just had a change of directions, and we had so many people. We went from maybe 13, 15 people a night to 30, 40 people were interested in coming.
Good.
So just down the street, we went to Apple Cart Arts, and it's it's an old building. It's still free.
Good.
Yeah. I think the original building was built in 1899.
Wow.
And it was a library for into the 30s during the Prohibition era. So all just come together really, really nicely.
Was it decor like it is? Is it Prohibition style decor? Was it new style?
They're rebuilding it. It went into disarray. It became like a government documents office or something. Okay, now they're refurbishing it. Yeah. And it looks really cool. The room that we've got it's got one of those old-fashioned one of those old-fashioned fireplaces, like marble fireplace with the grate and everything, and these big old windows. It's beautiful, beautiful building.
So you two together, you started the poetry, the Speakeasy London. You joined Karim.
Yes.
Where does your passion from poetry come from?
From an early age of just being curious about words and being curious about how words work and putting words together. And also, my mother was a very avid reader, so always has books around in the house. And then I'm there trying to figure out things. And like all the knowledge in the world is in books. So I just start reading books, and then 20 years later, I start writing poetry.
How old are you? Sorry, you don't mind me asking.
I'm 31 now.
Okay, you don't look that old. Well done.
Yeah.
I know.
Well done.
You
Thank
think?
you.
How old do you think I am?
21.
I'll go with him. What do you reckon now? 31.
I'll be 43 in January.
Shut the front door.
January 7, 1980.
1980. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Well
Thanks.
done. Well done.
Thanks.
So, you said you started doing poetry at what age? 20 years later. You started doing
1920, yeah.
poetry. 1920. Okay, do you remember your first poem?
It was about family.
Family, okay.
I was frustrated. I was at work. I was frustrated, and then I was like, "Let me write a poem." And then it started from there.
Yeah.
It was a short
Yeah.
poem.
Yeah. Do you remember it?
Don't remember it off word by word.
Okay, nice. And then Meredith,
That's me.
your first. How was your first initial passion for poetry come from?
Ever since I can remember. I loved nursery rhymes. I liked rewriting nursery rhymes, sometimes in mean ways from my
In
friends
many
at
ways.
school. I won't repeat them.
Now come on, you gotta give me one. You can't do that. Come on, you gotta give us one.
No.
You don't even one.
I'll think. I have a really mean one about my sister's ex-husband.
Ex-husband, it's fine.
Okay. Well, his name is George, so I specifically said I wouldn't shit talk people, but this is an exception.
That's a poem. It's a poem.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
awful. We're not
Exactly.
shit-talking people.
So, you know the poem Georgie Porgy Pudding
Pudding
and
Pie.
Pie?
Yeah,
Kissed the girls and made them cry. So I rewrote it too. I tried to write what was drunk with momentum. You took ink from my pen and replaced it with venom. With spite I spill this scribbly serum, so take this note and stick it up your flagellum.
Aye. You're very good with words, aren't you? You're good with words. That's a lot. Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I've got a sister.
Okay, older or younger?
Younger.
Okay. Is she into the arts and stuff as well?
Yeah, she does a lot of things. She's a choreographer. She's a singer, an actor, a
Nice.
dancer.
Do you do anything other poetry as well? What, are you into the arts as well? What?
I paint. I also
What kind of painting?
abstract painting.
Nice. Okay.
And then I also do I do songwriting,
Okay.
I do ghostwriting,
Okay.
I do script writing.
Wow. So you're into a lot. Your sister's into a lot. You're into a lot, bro.
And then I do photography as well.
Okay.
Which is something separate, private thing. And then DJing that I got into
Workshops.
recently.
Writing
And
workshops.
Workshops. What kind of
And
workshops you do?
Creative writing workshops.
Creative writing workshops. Nice.
So-
For poetry, anything like scripts, everything.
So there would be 20, 15, 10 people in a room, and we would all come together, and I would set like a task, a creative writing task, and we would all create a poem or create something out of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where is that come from? Does that come from your avid love of books and knowledge and trying to regurgitate and give it to other people? Or don't let me answer your questions for you, but where does that come from?
That comes from like just my hunger to like wanting to help people creatively, in any way that I can. So I like taking on things that are where I'm dealing with groups of people and we're creating something creatively.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's very nice. That's nice. Meredith, do you have brothers and sisters?
I do. I have two younger sisters.
Okay.
They're bigger than me.
So you don't mind about them.
Much to the bane of my existence. I've got two younger sisters in
Okay.
Canada.
Okay. So you're Canadian?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. I was going to ask you where you're
You
actually
were
from, but-
wondering, should I
I was
ask you?
going to ask you. I was on the way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break the ice slowly between the full three of us. You know, it's just nice and easy.
I love it.
So so your little sisters, what are they like? Are they like anything like you?
Yeah, we're very similar. People think we're triplets if you get the three of us together. Yeah.
Oh bless.
So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do they do for poetry or anything like that? Do they do anything art forms, anything like that?
Jillian is a visual artist.
Nice.
She's really, really gifted, and with fine arts in particular. And Gwendolyn is anything that involves drama. She's anything dramatic, yeah. And we're all teachers, so we all teach those areas of the arts that we love as well.
So you teach as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we
So
all went to teachers training at the same time.
Yeah.
Around the same time.
You qualified as teachers around the same time, did you say?
Yeah.
Wow.
Within a couple of years of each other.
Wow, well done.
Thanks.
Well done.
Thanks.
So how did you two get together?
So
I'm seeing some similarities in both of you because the teaching and the passion for the arts and helping people. I'm getting you got some nice energy.
Yeah.
You seem a little more reserved than Meredith, but as you've spoken now, I can feel you. You know, maybe I have to warm you up a little bit, but there's a lot under your surface. I can see, sir. I can see, sir.
So true.
No, serious, sir. He's a very interesting guy, and I've only scratched the surface yet.
Yeah. He makes you work for it, but it's worth it.
Good.
Right?
Yeah, I'll work. I don't mind working.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to have you both here. Thank you for both coming as well.
Thank you
I
for
really
having
appreciate
us.
it.
Thank you so much for having us. How did we meet?
Instagram, maybe.
Yeah, it was Instagram. I actually put out a message. I put out a message for friends. It was literally, will somebody please be my friend?
Oh, wow. Is it?
It was. And he answered it. I know. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
It
That's
was,
amazing.
Right?
I've got something that we do here, on my show. If I like something, I give you you have to give me 3 hand slaps, right?
Okay.
So we go Corinne first.
Okay.
That's for accepting her 1, 2, 3. That's what we're going to do. That's for accepting her friend request, which she was asking for friends.
Yeah.
It shows forces you the character. You're a nice fella.
Thank you.
You're a nice guy. No, thank you, brother. And here you
He
go.
is.
And asking for friends. And not being shy to ask for friends. That's
Yeah, exactly. I was lonely. And we live close by to each other. So every Monday we meet kind of like in the middle between where we live, and we go for a walk and talk about whatever, just philosophy, poetry, art. And we have, depending on how our mood is, we have different routes that we'll take. One leads to water, one leads to like a cycle path with views of the city. Another one leads to like a more forest woodsy area.
I was going to ask you because what's the word? I discovered the power of going for walks and engaging with nature and stuff. How therapeutic it can be for you. Like a few years back, and I'm an old man, so I'm only visited a few years back, and it's out there for us all the time to look up and enjoy it and look at. What kind of things you get from when you go out on the walks? I know how therapeutic it is for me just to see the wind blowing in the trees, you know?
Yeah,
But then to have someone to share it with you, sometimes talk, sometimes not talk.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds like a beautiful thing.
We do. It's like a parallel activity, isn't it? So you're doing something, you're moving, and you're looking around at the same time. And I think it's that momentum that invites sort of any other thoughts, questions, ideas that comes into your mind. And someone's there, so you can just vocalize out loud. And Karim usually has a couple really thought-provoking questions for me every time we go too.
Give me one of your thought-provoking questions, sir. Or you can ask me a question if you like, or you could just tell one of the questions.
What makes you happy?
What makes me happy?
Yeah.
Other people being happy, interacting with people, understanding people, blessing people with good energy, maybe giving someone the tools they need to get through a situation. Like when you see someone suffering through something that you may have been through before, or you can see that they're more than equipped to deal with it.
Yeah.
Reminding them that they're equipped, and reminding them in my voice. 'Cause I'm very like, but I know you can do it, and yes you can, and I'm no better than you. You're better than me, and just really supporting another human being and being nice to people. That's what makes me happy, man. Or seeing other people do that. That's what makes me the happiest. I can't like. I'm soppy at heart. That's what makes me the happiest.
I love it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. What makes you happy?
Being around good people, positive energy, Seeing my friends win. What else? What makes me happy? Food, traveling.
I like that.
Music. I'll say cats.
Cats?
Yeah,
Are you for real,
I
Karim?
love cats.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I just got a cat like it's crazy. My cat be fucking up my house, man. He's a kid, innit? Maximus. My cat's a Maximus. I'll show you a picture of him afterwards. Maximus, he be fucking up my shit.
Oh,
I was just saying this to someone just a minute ago, right? I got Maximus. Like, I'm usually a dog person, but I love my cat now. I got Maximus because I have mice, right? So I got Maximus, right? And then every time I open the door, like I'm going, he runs in the room. Or when I'm going, he runs there. But it's like he thinks he owns the house. Like, wait, he's just, I love him.
That kind of energy.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then he'll just look at me like, what are you talking about? But he knows who he was.
Yeah, he knows
it's crazy. Sorry to interrupt your thing, but yeah, I like that.
I like also learning new things as well, like Greek mythology or reading a book about spirituality, something that I don't usually.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. What's your favorite Greek parable mythology? What? Just give me. What could you give me from them? But not Spartans. Anyone else but Spartans?
Zeus.
Okay. Zeus. Okay.
I
I know about Zeus. Yeah, I like Zeus.
Hold on. Zeus had this thing with what's his name? The name is coming to me.
Not Hades.
So basically, Zeus was punished for stealing fire from somebody that I've forgotten.
Yeah.
And then later on, Zeus starts to eat certain things, and then the fire situation is resolved.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
But
I have to look it up.
What else? Yeah, there's many. There's there's Medusa as well.
I know about Medusa. Yeah, Medusa story. Yeah.
Yeah.
But are you stoic? Would you consider yourself stoic? Is it stoicism or stoic? What's it called? Like the philosophy? What is it? I'm just pleased.
Yes, so if you're stoic. What is stoic? You're quite serious about things if you're stoic, aren't you?
Is
I
it?
feel like that's like
Your accent
like a
just changed
personality.
little bit.
Stoic.
Yeah.
It does. It swaps back and forth.
It sounded
does.
like Midlands to me for a minute.
I lived in Manchester before I moved to London.
Wow, that makes sense. I heard it. You know.
It swaps all around too, and then I have my professional teaching voice.
Yeah.
And then I have my Jenny from the Block voice from back in the day, growing up in Toronto.
Yeah.
And then my London voice is kind of mellowed out. Yeah. You get used to it. Get used to it. Every time I learn a new word, I learn it in that accent. Yeah. And I actually have a hearing disability, so sometimes,
What do you mean you learn it
I have I lip read.
You lip read?
I lip read, yeah. Okay. That's why I speak loudly, so I can hear myself speaking.
Okay. I
can hear myself thinking too.
Yeah.
But I have a hearing disability. I used to wear a hearing aid, but it just made everything too loud and distracting.
Okay.
So I just cope with it now. But so every time I learn a word, not only do I learn it in that person's accent, but it goes into the way that I speak, and then that word drops in the way that I've heard it and learned it.
Okay, wow.
So that's why people find it difficult to place where I'm from.
Yeah, no, I've got two there. I got the Canadian, but I got that up north as well straight away.
Yeah.
But what makes you happy?
And the intonations. I like making things. I like solving problems. I like puzzles. I like putting things together. I'm a curator.
Yeah.
I curate things. I love making lists, combining things. I was saying earlier, when I meet somebody and I know they need to meet somebody else, I like putting people together. So that's also why, I like to create collectives.
Collectives, yeah. I mean, we're going to get to Speakeasy and all the great things you do, because that's how I know about you. It's been great to meet you today as well, Karim. What was you like as a child?
Just ask my mom. Should I call my mom?
Where
you get her on the phone?
I want to ask both. This is pro. I want to know about your lives. So
wow. Okay. I was very precocious.
Precocious. I know what the word means, but you're going to have to elaborate and tell me what the word means again. So I'm not sure the context.
I know it all who just does whatever the hell they want. Doesn't take no for an answer.
Okay, precocious.
So that never changed over time. I've been in many different situations where I've had to try to calm that down.
Manage it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And felt managed by either partners or colleagues or whatever situations I've been in. And it's made me feel really, really fake. So I've gone back to that inner child and that younger version of myself for that authenticity. And it has made the last 5-6 years of my life absolutely incredible. Thank you.
That's one of the moments. Now you're getting it.
I'm getting the moments now. I get it. I get it.
I'm proud of you as well, because it's definitely something to be said for understanding your power, who you are. I mean, you can take into consideration the effect you have on other people sometimes, but when it's not allowing you to be yourself, which the world tries to do a lot these days, it's not good for you as a human being for your growth and for your inner energy. And like when you realise what you've realised and you can be the peacock or the rose and open up, you just feel so much better. Like I'm really loud and I'm really like I'm just like, but I'm not. I don't. How can I say? I don't want to be blowing my own horn, but I'm a nice person. But I'm just really loud. Some people, they'll just hear me coming before, and I'll try and be like, okay, but it's no point in condensing yourself or subduing yourself. You have to be yourself.
Absolutely.
That's the only person you can be and enjoy it.
And you're the expert at it. No one else is.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it more and more and more now.
Good.
I really like and respect that, you know. Serious.
It's funny too. I think as we age, we're more comfortable with just being ourselves. A little bit easier to let go about, oh, these people might think these things and those people think you're just like, whatever. If it's too much, people can find less.
What do you think? Do you think it's... what do you think? Because I know that when you're a kid, you have the inner child, the inhibitions are a lot less. You'd be like, what's that? Or what's that in your face? Or why are you doing that? Or you just cut people and talk, yeah?
No, for sure.
But as you get older, people don't care to say, you know what, leave me the fuck alone. I'm sitting here. They get cantankerous almost, but almost just, they don't have to have a filter either. They just say what's in their mind, like kids say what's in their mind.
Yeah, true.
What do you think about the in-between bit? Why do we have the in-between bit? I don't think everyone has it, but some people have the in-between bit. I just throw it out there.
Like a personality thing. Like a personality in between.
So when I was a child,
Yeah.
I was loud, I done whatever I did, like you said, you was precocious.
Yeah.
Then you interacted with certain people, and then because you was around certain people and it might have had a slight effect, or they didn't like it or whatever, you kind of subdued that thing inside you. But when you get older, like I know a lot of old people who they're not concerned whether whatever they do affects you or not.
No, they don't.
They'll just whatever, because they're old and they've earned that right.
Yeah.
So I'm saying in between, what makes us not feel as free as we do when we're young and we're old in the middle? That's it's just a more of a head top question than anything. I don't expect a right answer, but I'm just, do you know what I mean? It's just me. 'Cause I know some old people who just don't give a shit.
No,
they don't care. And they've earned that right. They've earned that right because they're older. They're closer to dying than we are.
I think you're
right.
And
the kids, they get up. They don't know any better, and they are that raw ball of energy. Like all they know is they need something to eat, or they need something, so they'll quiet or make noise until they get their goal.
Well, the process of youth is always about going through all these agents of civilizing, aren't there? There's always somebody trying to civilize you and make you more palatable so that you can get a job and join the workforce and not be difficult, and that's it, exactly. And I think once you've jumped through all of those hoops, then you start to renegotiate. No, actually, do you know what? I'm not going to tone this down. I'm not going to. I'll give you that. Okay, that's fine, because you do know there are things you need. Edges, it's not nice to smooth out, I suppose. Like you're not shouting all the time, for example. Sometimes you probably enjoy quieter, softer moments. Yeah, you. Or are you literally shouting all the time, or do you actually have a quieter?
I do have a quiet voice, but my thing is, Meredith Karim, sometimes I find myself shouting and I'm talking to somebody that's closer to you are to me right now. And in my own head, I'm like, what are you shouting for? But I hear myself, I get so excited. So what was it? And when you came in, and you know what, right? I'm just too far away from you. And it's just sometimes I even say to her, why are you shouting? There's no need, but it's just almost, I get so excited. I have to calm myself down. Like you said, but it's just, it is what it is anyway. It is what it is. I'm happy with who I am. But I just want to know how to, the right environments to be myself, and the other environments to be able to watch and just be, just act accordingly.
I think it's something you have to cultivate. You just have to cultivate over time and learn how to cultivate and be in the flow of, okay, this is me. I need to, work on this and go in the flow more.
How did you get? Because you seem very controlled.
Control. Okay.
You seem very controlled.
Calm.
Very zen.
Calm, yeah, very calm.
Zen, cool,
I'm longing for that.
collected.
I'm longing for that because I thought you was like you smile. I've got different energies with you. I like you.
Thank you.
Because like you said, I'm working for it, but I can see it's open. It's like yeah, cool. So how wait, just yeah. Have you always been like that as well? What was you like as a child?
Oh. Okay. As a child, I grew up in a very hostile, chaotic environment. Loads of things were happening in my neighborhood, and I was just very single-minded, obsessive, and curious about how the world works, and like trying to understand myself as well. Like when kids were playing outside, there would be, I don't know, fighting or whatever. I'm more curious about why do ants work the way they work? Why are plants the way they are? Why are trees the way they are? Why can't I look at the sun? Like I was more interested in those things, whereas kids are playing kiss chase and fighting and all this.
Hold on.
And I'm like,
I'm in a kiss chase. I was playing kiss chase. I love you. I'm gonna do that as well.
yes.
We're going back. I like that. Sorry,
Yeah.
go on.
And then I was like, okay. And then I discovered music, and then that kind of brought out my personality a bit more. And then I discovered books, and then that brought out my personality a bit more. And I discovered films, and then that brought out my personality a bit more.
Nice.
And it's all these things, and then as well, parenting. You know, parents try to mold you to be something that you're not sometimes, and then it's your faults and the world, what the world expects, and then you kind of have to find a balance. And then I kind of cultivated my personality, and then found the flow.
Nice. Yeah. You seem really controlled. I like it. You got a sister?
Yeah, I got a sister, but the gap is like 7 years.
She's younger.
So she's younger. So I was by myself for like
7
years.
years. Yeah.
And she came along, and then
You had to reevaluate things as well. Again, things changed when she came along as well.
Yeah, the dynamics changed. So it's like I'm looking after her now. I'm her best interest, and you know, sometimes helping her out and stuff.
What's your heritage?
I'm Ugandan.
Uganda.
Yeah.
Nice. A cool place. Nice.
East Africa. You know any Ugandans?
I know loads of Ugandans. Like that. I've met them. I don't know anyone who's famous. Like as in say,
Daniel Kaluuya.
Daniel Kalila.
Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya.
He's live over there, isn't he? He grew up, born and raised over there.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
I want to celebrate, man.
Yeah.
Let's get free for Daniel Kalula. Come on. Yeah, that's good. I think I've met a lot of people from Uganda and African nations, but then when in saying it, I wouldn't be able to say like, yeah, that person's Ugandan, that person's Ugandan, that person's Ugandan.
Yeah.
Or I can't even think of all the African nations that I know. I think Nigerians are so self-centered. I'm Nigerian. They're so self-centered that, like, I want to know about I want to know about all Africans, but I'm very single-minded. I was born here. I'm first generation born in this country. I don't know much about my country, Nigeria, as much as I'd like to. If I went there, people would call me English. You know, they'll start yabbing me as they say it. So yeah, what is Ugandan's? Educate us today, please. What is Uganda's national dish, if there's a national dish?
So there is matoke. There is binyewa. Binyewa is grounded nuts. Matoke is green bananas.
Okay.
There is pilau rice.
Okay.
There is chapati.
Chapati, like the Asian one.
Yeah. So basically, Indians lived in Uganda for over 100 years.
Okay.
And when they lived there, they brought a bit of their culture. So
yeah.
A lot of Ugandan culture and Indian culture is intertwined.
Okay.
And so yeah, you get chapati, you get things like
the rice you said is Asian, like
pilau rice. Yeah, the pilau rice. There's plenty of plantain as well.
Okay.
But plantain's everywhere.
Yeah.
What else?
Different in different countries though.
Yeah,
the way
different.
the South Americans do it and the way the Africans do it, it's a bit different as far as you know.
Yeah, and then you've got like stuff like kawunga, which is
what's kawunga?
It's quite similar to like yam.
Is that pounded yam?
Pounded yam.
Okay.
It's quite similar to pounded yam.
Kawunga.
Yeah, kawunga. Yeah, it looks nice. It tastes nice.
Cool. What else is Uganda known for? Because it's education for me. 'Cause you asked me if I knew anything.
Uganda's known for its beautiful birds. It's got all the different birds of the world.
Nice.
All the different birds, and it's got a lot of mountains, a lot of nature resorts, reserves. There is a lot of it's got a young population. So its population is like 60% of Uganda's population is under 30.
Wow.
And then
That's good, man.
that's really, really good.
It's got a future.
It's got a bright future. But unfortunately, we've got a corrupt government as well. So
Yeah.
That's the problem, though. Yeah.
And then the government doesn't really invest in the youth. And then you've got a person who wants to run for president, who's an artist as well and an entrepreneur, Bobby Wine, basically. And yeah, he's trying to change the regime. He's trying to change the system. He's all for the arts. So he's all for community. He's all for building things that will be sustainable for the young generation, because they're into technology. They're into arts. Uganda's like a carefree country. They go concerts. They go.
It's a young country, like you said.
Yeah, they go concerts. They do everything. So
then for me,
it's quite vibrant.
Sorry to think, but for me, because if Uganda's so young, then they're open-minded to be vibrant and to want to see new things. Because we have people that are set in their ways. The older generation will be set in their ways, and they know the old way of doing things. And but the younger generation want to do new things. That's nice. That's a beautiful thing, man. There's a country where everyone's really old, and they ask people to come there. I can't remember what it was. I remember seeing it somewhere. But they've got their populations really old, and everyone's moving out.
Aging population, yeah.
All the young people are moving out from there. They're really begging. They're giving money for people to come there. But I couldn't think of it. I couldn't think of the country.
Some research.
Svalbard in Norway. It's a Norwegian island, I think.
Is it?
They're
I
asking
heard
people to
something
move
on the
there.
news. Yeah.
There's some places in Italy as well. There's a bunch of places, like you said, where it's an older population, but it's really difficult for people to find work there.
Yeah.
Because the brick and mortar jobs aren't there, but digital nomads could go there because they could work from wherever.
Yeah.
So,
I like that, digital nomads.
Yes, exactly. Well, we need more people moving around the world, and we need fewer hard borders, as far as I'm concerned, and more mixing and more growing and more learning together. And yeah.
What do you think will come of that though? Because with the mixing and the softer borders, it means those people have less control. Even in the instance of the Uganda government, if the regime's been corrupt for so long as well, it'll be hard for the artist that you're talking about to come in when they know he wants to implement change and move things forward. I mean, the old guard doesn't want want us to change.
Absolutely not.
Can we not see COVID? All these things. There's things out there. They just don't want us to change. Like
they're taking their power to the grave. And I think the strength of the nation lies in its youth. And borders divide and categories hide. I always say.
Sorry.
Borders divide and categories hide.
Nice. Borders divide and categories hide.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Also with the power of the youth, education is important as well. I think a lot of the older generation have a set way of how education is, and then the young generation, they're more open-minded. They're more let's do things this way. They have alternative options that can help the country, and it's like if you change education, you change a country.
Yeah.
Of course.
That as well.
So let's complain about how the curriculum here has been the same since, like, God knows how long.
Times.
God knows how long. It's just they don't want to change it. Things need to be changed.
Yeah, because it creates workers. It creates a proletariat population. And that's what you need in order for capitalism to thrive. People start saying, I'm not going to go do the thing that you want me to do. You're not going to be making the money. So it's the education system and the legal system that the patriarchy requires to keep themselves in power. So as we start chipping away at those things, they start fighting back.
How do we chip away? Have either of you got any political pieces?
Ooh.
As in, when I say that, like pieces to what's the word when you start a fire? Ignite. Yeah, to ignite change or to start thinking in those kind of realms, because both of you have given me food for thought in this small amount of time about various things because of how my mind works.
I mean, art usually challenges the status quo. So if you have a piece on, let's say, political things, anything political, I mean, Black Lives Matter, women's rights, anything that, you know, the status quo want to keep. If you use art as a vehicle, as a tool to challenge what is happening, then
absolutely
they're gonna fight back.
Yeah.
And that's so wonderful about spoken word, is that you're performing a poem and people are listening, and it's not quite music, it's not quite rap, not quite theatre in the sense of theatre. It's this new genre that keeps trying to emerge, and it never really gets mainstream enough, which is great. Because the last thing I want to do is see, you know, Pepsi being sold by some spoken word artist. I really don't want to see. I don't want to see that day now.
There's some stuff like that out there, but not like you said. It's still more speakeasy kind of thing.
Exactly. It's still fairly underground. It needs to get pushed into the mainstream because it's a great place for people to be safe and to share their ideas. And because it's couched in artistic expression, you can say, I've got a couple scathing poems. One about a scathing poem. Scathing, yes.
What does scathing mean?
Like scolding.
Scolding, okay.
It's quite harsh.
Cool.
I have one about how Pride used to be a protest. And now it's not
gay
really...
pride.
Yeah, gay pride used to be a protest.
And that's a carnival.
And now it's kind of... Yeah, it's just very commercial, and there's a lot of gatekeepers in there, and it needs to check itself before it wrecks itself. Quit my... Oh, that's an old one. That one's not even mine.
No, it's not that.
I
It's
stole that one.
It's the fact of what you said. It's the whole context of what it was put in. It's just the energy behind it. It's bars, but it's just,
the whole working up to it. We've got Speakeasy. We have a lot of political political pieces that end up... yeah, we've got some people. Hunter, for example, does a lot of Hunter. Yeah, her name is Hunter, and she does one. No, British. She does one called The Bathroom Police.
The Bathroom Police.
The Bathroom Police. And it's all about people being so interested in who's going into the ladies and who's going into the men's and what's in your pants and all that. And Hunter just calls it out as it is. Some other people do some really, really good poems. Rohan's got a wonderful poem about that he wrote for his baby daughter when she was born.
Cool. I'll have to meet. I'll never eventually meet these guys.
Come down and meet all these people. And his is all about what is beauty, and about I could go on and on and on forever. Those are just a couple.
I've got a few political pieces, bro.
They're amazing.
I've got a few political pieces. I've got the one about Zars. I've got the one about you know about Inzars, right?
No, go on, tell us.
So I'm not.
On your mind that you
I want these guys to do, man. What are you trying to do right here? What is this guy really trying to do over here?
Come on, yeah, good, yeah, exactly.
I've got a few problems, but listen, have you got...
The Tsars, like Russian Tsars?
Yeah, no,
like
SARS, SARS was a...
Secure acute...
No, SARS was like...
Deficiency.
There was, in my country, Nigeria,
yes.
There's a lot of armed robbery.
I know what you did. It's like a police task force.
Police task force?
Yes, I understand. They were invited. Yeah, they were invading people's. Yes, yeah.
Killing, beating, lying, all sorts of nonsense. But I got a piece for that. I got a piece for sexual harassment. I got a piece. What else is there? What other political? I don't think I've got other political pieces. Uhuru's not political. I've got a piece about being black. Just different pieces, just pieces. You know, just like you said, poetry for me is the space. It's almost. It comes. Poetry can come from here and here. It comes from in between these two places. That's what my poetry comes from, in between these two places. And it comes from all my experiences, life experiences. And it's a way to say some things that I couldn't necessarily say to certain people without them passing judgment, having a problem, or loads of different things where I could just say it, and then whoever's in the room, it can resonate with. Whoever can pick whatever they pick out of it. But there's no real I'm not really how can I say, hurting anyone, I don't think, or offending anyone, or calling anyone out, or being just, it's just my truth.
Yeah.
And it's my perspective.
Absolutely.
It's almost like I said before, it's like I pick up a pair of glasses that, if you wear someone's glasses and you don't wear glasses, it looks funny, doesn't it?
It does.
Like, these are just my poetic voice is my own pair of glasses. They won't look the same. Everyone looking through them will look different to them.
Literally your scope.
True. Yeah, but they'll still be able to see, but they'll just see things differently. So yeah,
I love that. And as long as you're in a safe environment where you can do that and be supported, and if you say something that maybe you're not as careful about what you like, it sounded like a good idea when you said it and when you wrote it down, but if you've got people in that room who aren't afraid to call you out as well, that's really important.
I've got a piece, right? Because he's calling me. I'm not going to do the whole piece, because I'm going to ask you both, if you've got pieces, do a little bit of pieces if you'd like to. I'd love you to, yeah?
Sure, yeah.
I've got a piece that we're going to work on real soon, and it's called, what's it called? I don't know if I've named it. I haven't named it. I'm not sure if I named it. I've done it before, but I'm really going to start a whole campaign on it really soon. Okay. It's about violence against women in the street, being harassed and stuff. And it goes like this. Fuck it. Goes like this.
Yeah, go on.
I refuse to tolerate any kind of sexual aggression towards women. It's misogynistic, it's unscrupulous, it's disgusting, it's revolting, it's sickening, repulsive and appalling. And I call on all men. Stand tall, real men. Speak up. I don't give a fuck if it's your brother, your dad or your son. Someone you don't know, your cousin, your friend. If they abuse women, it's over for them. It's done. If they need help, then help them. This shit needs to end. It's abominable. It's awful. It's creepy. It's nasty. The fact that women endure this in so-called modern society, words escape me. Thousands are subjected daily. It's wrong. It can't go on. I see it and it's on. Make one wrong move and you're done. It should be the same for everyone. The victim could be your daughter, your sister, your wife, your mum. They're dogs. They're scum, nauseating and gross. What I hate the most is they prey on the weak. It makes me sick to my teeth, hiding beneath the silence and fear. No more, it's clear what all have to do to prevent more innocent souls going through such ordeals. Stand shoulder to shoulder. It's real. Make these motherfuckers feel the solidarity of society. Shout loud and proud, not quietly. Not everyone can fight like me. So let's find another way to crush this scum shit finally and protect her at all costs. This must be our ethos. Say it with me, real loud, not quietly. Protect her at all costs. We have to change the way society looks at this. Predators are taking a piss. Weinstein, Epstein, R. Kelly, someone related to the Queen, people I used to idolize on telly. Just listen to this list. And these are the ones we know about. Things have to change. Let's root this cancer out. We can no longer permit this disgusting behaviour. Protect her at all costs. Mother, sister, daughter, wife, even stranger. I'm sick of this. Protect her at all costs. It's the only agenda on the list. And that's a piece.
Wow.
Yeah. That's my political piece there. Yeah, I don't like none of that stuff, but I hate that stuff.
That's powerful.
Yeah, we're releasing something on that really soon, and it's easier to do that through poetry.
Yeah,
it's nice to do it for poetry for me. You guys could give me some feedback. Can you give me some feedback?
That's
please?
incredible. I like the internal rhyme.
What was that?
So you have rhyme. You have little glimmers of rhyme here and there, and it's nice. It keeps it together and moves it forward.
Cool.
And it keeps, not that poetry has to rhyme, but I like that you have it consistently throughout the piece. It gives it a nice structure.
Thank you.
I love the topic. Have you seen the memes in the shirts where it says she's somebody's daughter, mother, sister, blah blah blah? There is, and it's she's somebody's, possessive apostrophe, and then it's daughter, brother, sister,
Where did I get that from?
mother, whatever.
Where would I see that?
Google it. Google images. It's on shirts and all that. And somebody's taken it and they've reworked it so that they've crossed lines out of she's somebody's possessive, whatever, and it just becomes she's somebody.
Oh wow, good.
So it's not, she doesn't believe, not just that she belongs to you. You need to protect a person that you know or property or anything like that. It becomes as just a standalone. It's a really powerful image. I thought you'd like it.
Yeah. I'll have a look at that.
I can find it and send it to you too.
Please do. Please do.
I'll have a good look for one.
It flows really well. Powerful topic. It's universal.
Any critique from either of you as well? I don't mind.
Yeah, your poem it flows really well. It's universal. It's powerful. It hits. As well, I like how you have a pause in between certain words phrases that you say. There's a pause, and then as well, the language you've used as well is very provocative, very hard hitting. Yeah.
For me, it's like to be something happened to me where I saw someone who was attacked or who was being like semi-molested on the train, and I stepped in and everything. Horrible fucking thing. I wasn't aware of how deep it is for women out there when they go out, because I don't get accosted like that.
Yeah.
So for me, the words is exactly how I feel about this stuff. It's like, as dangerous and horrible and dark that is, I want to make sure that we hit the words and make sure it's fucking unacceptable.
Yeah.
Like it really, really is unacceptable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where that kind of came from. So yeah. I really appreciate both of you. Like, I really, really do. I've only just met you, Karim. Meredith, we've been talking online, but we've never met in person.
Yeah.
But I get so much from your energies already. And I can't wait to come down to Speakeasy.
Oh,
Seriously,
thank
I'm just letting you know
you.
More than
right
welcome.
now.
Yeah, you should come. We've got some really exciting stuff too happening. We've got some collaborations and some,
Just to be around the energy, I would benefit from that, and I'm going to be down there still.
Yeah.
Do you have any pieces you want to share?
Do you have a piece?
I need to look in my book.
There's no problem.
My
There's no problem.
poeming
No,
book.
I've got-
You've got stuff on your phone, don't
Yeah, no
you?
problem. Yeah, well, however you
Yeah.
just yeah, that'd be fantastic. I should shoot you, Wizard. Wizard throw me from the bus already, eh? Go on.
So I've got a bit of critique for your
Oh yeah, go on. Sorry, go on. Go ahead.
the language used.
The language used.
Yeah.
A bit strong.
It's a bit sweary.
Sweary. I only swore 3 times. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
I swore 3 times.
Swore more than
No, I swore 3 times. I said, I don't give a fuck if your brother, your dad, or your son.
Yeah.
And I said, these motherfuckers, make these motherfuckers feel the Solidarity Society.
Yeah.
And then I think I said shit.
Okay.
Those are the only 3 times I swore. But because of how I was talking, you probably thought I swore worse.
Yeah.
I wasn't swearing. It's the venom was just there, and I can change all of them words.
Cool.
Very easily. Look, I don't care if it's your brother, your dad, or your son.
Yeah.
I can change care,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
make these animals feel the Solidarity Society instead of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So I can change it,
No, I feel
but
you.
I was doing it for Meredith and Karim, and I wanted to be authentic because that's my authenticism.
Yeah.
And then when I do it commercially, if I have to change it, I will change it just so it can get to
How
more
do you
people.
do that? Do you just put like beeps on it? Boop.
No, I don't know about people putting beats in it. You can, as poets, we can change words. It's our it's our stuff. I mean, I swapped out
True.
fuck for care, and for me, the word is the word. It's the energy behind the word.
Yeah.
Because someone could say some people. Let's put this out there as well. Karim and Meredith. Some people waste their poetry. They don't take their time enough with it. Through fear of the words have got meaning and they're powerful.
Yes,
You have
people
to use
do
them.
need to
Yeah, no,
slow
I
it
think
down a
your
bit.
energy definitely works.
But yeah.
I know you. I know what kind of energy you have behind you.
I can say, I really love you. You ain't getting love from that, are you? Like, whenever you guys are ready, you let me know. And we've got so much time. You can pick what you want. You can do as much as you want, as little as you want.
Does it have to be political?
No,
Okay.
no. Karim, I'm just here for poetry. I'm here for beauty. It doesn't matter. It could be about a plant, a cow, a bus, an apple, a chicken. The list goes on.
I love it.
I'm just happy you two in the room with me right now. It's nice energy
I
for me.
love it.
I feel like this is our own little poetry session here. Like, I'm like, ooh.
Be like 4 lines. Remember that other poet you had? She had like 4 lines or something. Yeah, was it?
Yeah. Who was that? That was calligraphy poet. What was her name again? Calligraphy poet. Oh, she's gonna kill me, man. She was here last week.
Sorry.
No, what's her name again, though? Oh,
I should know this because
You
we've
do know-
just,
you
we've
know
just
her.
been
No, you
looking
know
at
her.
it. Was a lot. It was the one that I sent you. I know exactly who you're talking
you
about.
know her. I want us to get her up. When I show you a picture, because she'll kill me,
Yeah.
but she's amazing. But she knows my.
No.
She knows my. I've got a memory like a sieve.
Sorry.
No, you don't be sorry. Because I can tell it's your fault. Do you remember her name? Then be sorry for yourself too.
I've been putting a minute today, bro.
This lady here.
You might want to heavily edit this section.
No, it's all right. Where is she? There's a picture there. Well, just look at her site And that's her. I know you're going to know her because she speaks of you guys as well. You must know her. She's got 2 books out. She's a really good poet.
C. Jill.
Let me see.
Is that her name?
CHARNIT.
Is that her name,
Charnit, yes.
You know her, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Yeah,
amazing.
she's just published a book actually.
Yeah,
called,
she was here.
Yeah.
She
For the
promoted a
moment,
book.
did she come here? Yeah.
Yeah, she was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wrote that.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
for the moment. She wrote for the moment, and then there was for the moment. She had another book before that. The black. She got a blue screen
her
book.
first
and then,
one. Yeah.
we shot
Yeah.
with her 3 weeks ago. It's not coming. It's going to come out because we film ahead, obviously.
Yeah.
But yes, we shot with her a few weeks ago. Amazing show.
She's
Amazing.
lovely. She's
No, yeah.
absolutely lovely. Did she do the card game
Yes.
poem?
Yeah.
Right.
I begged her to.
Yes. Did
We
you?
actually closed with that.
A nice one.
We closed with that. No, we closed with that.
Fantastic.
I mean, you lot ain't going to be able to get rid of me.
That is brilliant. Good.
And then we've got a third one. These guys are amazing. We're already halfway through the interview. You know what I'm saying? So to let you know, Speakeasy in the house. Speakeasy crew. Give a little wave for the people there.
Hey,
All right now,
we're
come
here,
on.
we're here.
Wizard's still here.
This is
nice,
still
nice.
here.
It's their last, but I tell you, by no means at all are they least. Come on. Love.
Aww.
Cheers.
Love it. I'm trying to find something that people don't.
You got time, man. You do
I
your
want
thing.
something from the early days. Okay, here I have one. About synesthesia. Do you know what synesthesia is?
Sinisters. That's because you're sinister.
No, it could be. Synesthesia is where your senses cross over.
Okay.
So you can look at a color and taste it, for example.
Oh wow.
Yeah, or you could smell a song. So you experience your senses through the other senses.
Synesthesia. That's it. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I find it's really good for inspiration when you're writing in particular. So this is called Synesthesia and the Muse.
Synesthesia and the music. Okay.
Synesthesia and the Muse. I want to taste your poetry, said the Muse to me. Then I'll fill your mouth with words to see, said I to she. There on her tongue I placed lexicon visuals. She licked her lips, glistening and residual. Tumbling on the tip of my teeth, texture of a word found and released. Flickering images came rich and frothy, frame by frame, each take more heedy. As the metallic reels rotated past, I prayed for our synesthesia to last, fully knowing all the while that the peppery glow of her smile would reduce to crumbs, burnt and hollow, because writer's block is a tough pill to swallow.
Wow. I did like that. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Did you really?
I like that. I like that.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
What's that word?
Thanks. Synesthesia. SYNESTHESIA.
Hold on, teacher. Hold on, teacher. Hold on. Go slowly, teacher.
Okay.
S.
SYNESTHESIA.
Yeah. He stopped for a minute there. S.
T
T.
H
H.
I
I.
A.
A. Synesthesia.
Yeah.
Okay,
I like that.
You know sign as well.
Yes.
I was going to ask you that earlier, but because of your hearing for you.
Yeah, I've started teaching myself British Sign Language, which I do incorporate into some of my work.
And there's, is it A, E, how's it go?
Yep, your vowels are here. A, E, I, O, U.
Yeah. Then there's something C, what's J?
C.
That's C.
J. Do you want the alphabet? Should we do it together?
Come on then. I was
Are you
trying
ready?
to learn before.
You
but
do it
I'm
too,
really
Wizard.
lazy.
Right,
Let's do it.
come
I'm
on.
gonna move on to you.
Let's see.
Karim, don't
Karim's
wanna
sick of the alphabet already.
it?
No, I'm not.
I love this dynamic. Again,
All right.
let's do you guys do it.
Okay,
I'll follow.
ready?
Well, hold on, guys. We're learning the signing alphabet, guys.
So
watch closely.
So
what hand shall I put up? My right hand, my left hand.
so put your dominant hand is what you're going to sign with,
Sit down,
and
I'm
your
left-handed.
non-dominant. So you're left-handed, yeah. So you're going to sign. You're going to mirror me. Perfect. Mirror me.
Okay.
So you've got, yep. So A,
A,
B,
B. I knew it. I remember this
yeah,
now.
C,
C,
D,
D.
E,
Wait a minute.
E. Because you're going A, E. That's your vowels.
E,
E.
yeah.
F,
Wait a minute.
F.
F.
Yeah.
Yeah.
G,
G,
and then H,
H,
I,
I.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then I turns into a J.
J.
Good.
Wow.
And then
No, wait a minute,
K.
J that way, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
K.
What's your little finger?
Yeah, so you got like your kicking K and then your
Yeah.
line. You could do the little finger, yeah, or your pinky finger most, or your pointer
Index
finger.
finger, yeah. K,
you know.
yeah.
K, L,
L.
M.
M. No. L.
So
M.
L, M,
M. Okay.
N.
And that makes sense.
Makes right because of the bumps, yeah.
Yeah.
N, and then O, you're back to your vowels.
O.
O, P,
P.
my favorite, Q,
Q.
R,
R.
S,
S.
and then T.
T.
Your last vowel is U,
U.
and then you got V,
V.
W.
W. Wow.
Pretty cool, W, X,
X.
Y.
Y. Y.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like drawing the letter Y
Y.
and Z.
Z.
There you
Nice. Thank you.
So you're welcome.
Nice.
welcome.
You guys can rewind that as well at
It's
home and watch it
all-
and practice and watch it.
It's all self-taught too, and I have a poem that goes with it.
Cool.
Do you want a poem that goes with it?
I'd
Do you want to
love
go
it,
to
but
Karim
Karim
first, and then
back to
we'll
you, if
come
that's
back
all
to me?
right.
Because otherwise,
I don't
I'm
wanna
just going
neglect- I
to
don't
keep
wanna neglect
going all
Karim.
over the place.
I like-
Exactly.
Yeah, no, we can go back. You can, guys. This is your time as well. If you want to, you don't can read all the poems in your book if you like. I don't mind. I'm really happy to hear stuff. That
Cool.
first poem was really good. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, go ahead,
Cool.
Karim, please.
Come on.
Okay. I'm not sure what I'm going to read, but let me try this one. I come from floppy disks and compact cassettes. I come from watching Men in Black at Stratford Picture House in the late 90s. I come from Spice Girls and 2.4 Children. I come from Bernard's Watch and Art Attack. I come from dial-up internet and MSN Messenger. I come from African hall parties and Mum, we're going to be late. I come from packed lunches and jam donuts. I come from Buffalo Soldier, dread like Rasta. I come from Jawbreakers and Kiss Chase. I come from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Dragon Ball Z. I come from Top of the Pops and Stars in Their Eyes. I come from Tower of London and learning about Henry VIII. I come from North Greenwich O2 and watching Robbie Williams perform. I come from London Fashion Week and Naomi Campbell. I come from Stormzy headlining Glastonbury. I come from Lewis Hamilton winning Formula One. I come from Dizzy Rascal and being a boy in the corner. I come from Pie and Mash and watching David Beckham's free kicks. I come from fish and chips and English breakfast tea. I come from So Solid Crew and watching Top Boy. I come from Nottingham Hill Carnival and Judi Dench. I come from Bridget Jones' Diary and Finding Love Actually. I come from the autobiography of Malcolm X and The Alchemist.
Wow. I think we come from some of the same places, my brother, man. Wow, that was I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was for me one of those poems. I saw someone do it recently at Box Park,
Ooh.
and then I saw them like they said to you, "Can you close your eyes?" And just close your eyes and think. I think I would have, but I didn't close my eyes. But if I'd closed my eyes during that, it would have took me further than it took me. But it still took me, and then I had to have. I had synesthesia. It's just crazy. That's crazy. That I had
There you
synesthesia. I had synesthesia just now. I didn't know what it was 10 minutes ago.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm having
Exactly.
it. I'm having it because I tasted the pie and mash.
Yeah. Ooh.
I saw Leonardo and Donatello doing their thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like we came, you know, like
Yeah,
I remember that.
yeah, yeah.
I remember the Spice Girls. I wasn't
Yeah.
into it, but I remember them coming out with their stuff.
Yeah.
It was just stuff that just resonated, and it's just. I
So
was there,
solid. Yeah.
because it's like you see, I clicked. I was like, I come from there too. I don't want to mess up your poem. Wow! Thanks for teaching me how to use it. I
There you go. It's you're gonna notice all the
Synesthesia.
time now, aren't you?
Yeah, when you have it.
Synesthesia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Both your poems. Wow. Wow. This is why I like poetry, you know.
Exactly.
It's why I like poetry, to hear the inner voice and to share words abstractly. Please, if you've got another poem, or I'm in awe right now. I don't know what to do with myself. So if
What
I,
about you, Iros? Have you got another one?
no, I'm just giving a poem. I don't want another poem. It's there, so no, stop that.
Do the A to Z.
It's for these. I want to hear Karim and Meredith,
All right.
and then we could talk about We could talk about your journey within Speakeasy and all the good things you're doing for all the other poets, because you do a lot of good for other people.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds good.
Because
Let's-
you know, whoa. Let me be nosy. Go back. Yeah, what's that?
this.
Yeah, what's that?
Speakeasy London, we won a poetry slam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. It wasn't planted. What's that? Talk about it.
It says, you are our first Fervor Slam winner.
Nice.
I didn't do anything. I picked the winning team and then cajoled them into going on stage.
Love it.
Showed up having a shit day, and they were like, "What? I was like, "Okay, dig deep, guys. You got this."
And he got it, and he won it. Come on.
They did.
They won
They
it. That's
did.
Good stuff.
They did. They were ready. They were ready and prepared for a very long time, and then it's just really easy to get those last minute.
Jitters
What's
out the way.
happening? Jitters out of the way. Exactly. But I picked the right team. I picked the people. I knew, do you know what it was? I knew what the audience would be like.
Yeah.
And because it was audience voting, and not
Audience
everybody
voting,
in the
yeah.
audience was a poet. It was a lot of people who enjoyed spoken word or had come along to see what this particular poetry slam would be about.
Yeah.
And so I think that took on a different meaning. They were able to see more of the poem and had less of an understanding of the poet's history
Yeah.
or what event that they'd come from. So each of the poets represented different events across London.
Oh, okay.
So I think it, and I just picked people who were incredibly political, and the politics of their poetry really it changes people's perceptions of things. And that they were just different enough that they would stand out amongst all the other amazing poems. I mean, the poets there was just like top notch.
Like you guys.
So everybody was amazing there. Like it was anybody's game. But yeah, that's what this was
Nice.
from.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
This is your book now as well. So I suspect that you turned the pages.
Oh
I'm like, hey,
no!
what's
You're
that?
like, wait, go back. That's my. Yeah, that's my. I was like, I'm taking that for the prize. I'm like, you guys can have the rest of the prize stuff. I just want the card. I feel like that's what I wanted out of it. Right, I have a poem, and it is the alphabet, and I have a polished version that goes from A to Z that I sign, and I've recently written.
Oh.
Z,
yeah. You signed it, but I got it out. I'm with you.
In sign language.
Yeah.
And then a poet by the name of Nick the Greek said to me, I challenge you to now do it backwards. Ooh. Trying to do it like a palindrome was just, I was like pulling my hair
That's what it's called. A palindrome is when you do it backwards.
Yeah, when it's the same way forwards as backwards. And I was like, forget this.
How'd you say it?
Isn't happening. Palindrome.
Palindrome.
Yeah. So it reads the same forwards and backwards. Or mostly, but I was like, okay, well, first of all, I can do the alphabet forwards and do it backwards. That's fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it more of a mirror image. So going up from A to Z represents one mood, an idea, and then going back down Z to A is like mirrors that mood. So it's kind of like going up and down a hill. Check out. I want that. Let's see. We'll see if you guys can notice.
I fucking love you, Get on with it.
let's just do this thing. No. I haven't memorized this bit yet, and I'm memorizing it because the big queer poetry show is coming up in a couple weeks, and I have to memorize this. So this is really good.
Big queer poetry show.
Big queer poetry show. It's being put on by Hunter. I was telling you about earlier, and Shar Bailey for Stonewall Housing. It's like this big, huge poetry show fundraiser thing that's happening in a couple weeks.
Where? I want to come.
They're on Instagram. You should totally come.
Yeah, I want to.
I'll send you the link.
Send me the link, and I'll come probably do
Big
my piece.
queer.
I just did now.
Just Google.
So I want to get that out there.
Or look at Big Queer Poetry Show.
Cool. Big queer poetry
Cool.
show.
Yeah. So I've been practicing this bit for it. So yeah.
Queer is in queer, like queer.
Queer. Yeah, exactly. Okay. As in the queerdos. We're here, we're queer.
Sorry?
We're here, we're queer. Where's the beer?
Yeah. I don't care what you are, once you're nice to me. You know what I mean? I don't care what anyone is, once they're nice.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That's all that
if
matters,
nice,
isn't it?
Yeah, you go away.
That is 100%. Absolutely. And so many people that put themselves forward as, oh, I'm really nice and I'm all for everybody. And then you find out they're really just using that to be all for themselves.
Yeah, no, I hate that. I hate that.
So obvious.
And I can just say, please test me anytime. Anyone asks me for anything, If anyone needs my help, please reach out to me. I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
willing to help you.
Yeah.
I love human beings. I love people. That's what we're about. We should help each other.
Exactly.
So try test me out. DM me, whatever you need. Let me know. I got you.
Oh, I love it. I'm the same way too. Yeah, definitely. Sending
That's
that
how we
back,
linked up.
sending that
'cause
back to you.
You've already helped me so much. We're gonna get into that. We still got time. We're gonna get into that.
Okay.
'Cause that list you lot make.
Is it?
Yeah, it helps.
The list.
Help me so much. Yeah, the list. But let's do your phone.
You want to do this first?
Yeah,
All right. Cool. Okay. A message I typed before was deceiving us both in the delectable dark of the evening. Thus my effort did fade in the cold light of wake. Now we drift between the lines that are fake. G again, heart H leaves you and I jaded, but it will be okay once these alphabet scribbles and verses have faded. Delusions of grandeur leave me empty, so I greet myself as an old enemy. Oh, we could be happy, but there's a queue of people who are just like you. Oh, we could be happy, but there's a queue of people who are just like you. Can't you see? Ain't it clear? It's all just a veneer. When I big you up, raise you up, double you, it's not excellence. I only write nonsense, but I don't know why. Guess it's just easier to live an imposter syndrome life. Yes, it's just easier to live with alphabet syndrome. I cannot tell a lie. And why not? When you live your life backwards, then X marks every spot. I'm always hearing doubles of you, lost in the free fall. It's true. Perhaps this sounds a bit heavy duty. Heavy duty. But I don't care if people don't get me. If they don't resonate with my arrested development, then they can take their cue and fuck you. Sorry, wizard.
Fuck the wizard, man. Don't worry about that. He's alright. He's a big boy.
If you want a piece of me, then prepare to be popped like a jalapeno. So open wide and let me come inside. Don't be embarrassed if alphabet syndrome leaves you feeling KO'd. Get up another day. Spark your pen like a J. And yes, I know that spark will heal all my aches and pains. It's a foolproof strategy. When you put in the effort, you'll have more consonants and vowels than Jeopardy. And the haters can suck it like candy. So yeah, I have a disability. Alphabet syndrome has got me, but that's helped me see that nobody can be me, no matter what they say. As we learn to fall, the most important thing of it all is that we all come out to play. Oh. Thank you.
Wow, backwards to front. And what is that called, going back to front again?
Well, I think it's just called going back to front.
No, you said it was going backwards.
A palindrome
palindrome.
really should read the same forwards and backwards.
Okay.
I kind of made it more like a mirror.
But that's bloody hard. But that would be really hard to do.
It's genius.
It is. There are people that make palindrome poems. Look up palindrome poems. You read it one way, and then it's the exact same words, but backwards. And it also makes sense.
When you know, okay, because so I'm confused.
There are
So
some
when you know,
people-
when you say the exact same words backwards, so imagine I wrote a poem down like that, yeah, and the last word is got. Rather
Yeah.
like got,
That's
and got will be the
beginning of your. That's the
so
beginning
got will
of
be
your
the first word
poem.
and the last word.
Yeah.
Got to,
Read it
and
all
then
the
so
way.
it'll be two got at the end.
Backwards.
Two got. So read it back. We've got two. Wow. What's it called?
Palindrome.
Can you spell it for me? I'm really bad.
My spelling's horrendous.
All right, cool. I read. Don't worry. I'll read it back to front. Read back to front. Read back to front.
P-A-L-L?
No. I just want read back to front the same. I'll find it.
I-N. Back to front poem.
I wouldn't know how to spell it myself.
No, I'll find it. With just you give me enough to find it. You've given me enough to find
There
it.
you go.
Give me
Okay,
enough
cool.
to find it. Do you
It'll
want,
be a good journey looking for it too. I think there'll be a rabbit hole there for you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. I don't do jealousy. So I do all. So I like both of your books. You know the books you're writing in. This is my new.
Are you jealous
to
of
write in
our
the moment.
notebooks?
No, yeah, your notebooks. Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
yeah.
a notebook fan?
No, you know, like I'm a fan of writing. So I don't know how to type properly. I can type, I don't type very well. I like the whole thing of writing. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
Absolutely.
I was writing the other day on the
Old
train.
school.
Yeah, and I like because sometimes like look at my writing now. And then sometimes when I'm really focused, my handwriting is exceptional. It just really, I love it. It just goes a certain way. And when I'm rushing, it can go in all different directions,
Them
right?
ones, yeah.
I remember being in school, and then like my teacher like marking my work, right? But I had handwriting going this way, going this way, going this way, and they literally go, "Why is it going?" They marked, "Why is it going in all different directions?" It signifies moods and mind thoughts and that kind of thing. But I was
Absolutely.
like, but I love it now because it's the connection of your hand between the pen and then the words that you're writing, and then you know like that energy you
Absolutely.
can't. It's just and there's a meditative, but it's not meditation.
Yeah.
At the same time as other stuff, and then you're getting the words out on the page, and you can look back at it. I love writing. I love the fact that you both got I love the fact that you both got notebooks as well. This is the voice behind the camera.
Hey, how are you?
He's the third part of the team. Like, yeah,
Cool.
He's the most integral part.
Cool.
No, one of the integral, but all integral. Most integral. I think too much. Yeah, no, but I love your books, man. So Karim, Karim Meredith. That's the voice behind the camera. You're not gonna, I don't think he's jumping in, but I was just introducing you. But can you hear your poem now, Karim? You didn't know the poem, right?
Yeah. I could drop another one.
Yeah, I can't wait. So what's that, Meredith? The big queer poetry show. Yeah, I need to get from you as well the list of December.
The
You still doing the
December
list?
list. Oh yeah, you're getting nervous. This December list will drop soon. I'm in the process of curating it. What I do is, so you know, there's the whole full list, but the first week of December, well, the first week of the month doesn't get as much play as everybody else on the list. So what I do is I make a sample of just what the first week looks like. It's not entirely perfect. And I do a screenshot of that, and I say the list will be dropping. But I'll use that as a picture so people can see. At least they get an idea of what the first week's going to look like before I actually drop the whole list. Things chop and change so many times.
Yeah.
Venues change. Things get cancelled. Stuff.
I never see jaw dance on there.
You never see
Jaw dance.
jaw dance. Yeah, Apples and Snakes jaw dance. It does happen, but they don't do it every month. And for a while, they had their Red Sky sessions.
What's that?
Red Sky sessions they had in October, and so I just put that in instead of the jaw dance. You can only put at so many people in Instagram before they just say no space anymore, or they don't let
I'm a little
you.
bit confused. So the Red Sky guys means what are they to the jaw dance guys? Are they the same
So
people?
Apples and Snakes, yeah, they do loads of stuff, as you know. I don't want to mansplain that to you, but yeah, so they had Red Sky sessions. So I put the Red Sky sessions
What is
in
that? Is that another
instead
poetry?
of, yeah, it was just a branch of the things that they were doing.
Okay.
They
I
do
just get my
so
ears-
many
get
things.
my ears
But
to
I
the
do
ground,
put the, yeah,
See, I just
I do
put it
put jaw
back to
dance in there, I promise.
Cause I went to jaw dance once as well, and then I wanted to perform so badly.
Yeah.
Wasn't even a hat. You know, I thought it was like the other ones. Like I got there early, so I was at the front of the door like that. Yeah, I made it in time. Put my thing in the hat. And I was waiting. I didn't get to.
Never
perform.
happened. It happens
It's one of my
sometimes.
favourite ones as well.
Yeah, seriously, it looked really fun to perform at, and I was just like, I was so disheartened. Like when because they at a certain point they let you know. Yeah, I was so disheartened. They let you know whether I left. I just thought I'm gonna go home. So I left before it finished. Yeah, it was a lot. I'm gonna go back now. I
know
couldn't
the
find it anymore. I'm
feeling.
gonna go back.
We've had that at Speakeasy a couple times too, where there's
Yeah.
been two people and
Yeah.
or two or three people, and we haven't managed to squeeze them in.
Yeah.
I've been squeezing people in at the end, and then one of the staff members is like at the door going like
Like,
this
yeah,
to me. I want to go
It
home,
happens,
sleep,
though,
and
innit?
I'm like pretending I don't see them, squidging another couple of people in. It's hard, but you know, you go there to support each other. And if you don't get your turn at that point, you will get your turn next time.
Definitely.
You know,
Definitely.
it will come up. It's just we have to take turns.
Speaking of turns,
It's not my turn anymore.
No,
Is it your turn?
so
Are you
funny.
gonna do?
Let's go.
Oh yeah, you found
He's put it
it.
to his poem. Yeah. That's what I say. Speaking of turn, let's turn over to Grim. Let's
You're
go.
not the first person to say that to me.
You guys are actually the first people to hear this poem. I've never read it
It's an
out.
exclusive, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never read it out. It's not new, but it's new, if that makes sense. Because I've never read it out.
Cool.
It doesn't have a title.
Cool. I'm just going to go ahead and close my eyes on this one, because I didn't close my eyes on the last one and just try and absorb as much as I can. What was the word against this? I forget it. I'll read it afterwards. I've got a new word for you.
Synesthesia.
Synesthesia. Do you know what synesthesia is?
After his poem.
All right. Okay, go. Wait, Karim, it's all yours, Karim. You're a nice close-up. That's your camera. You can talk to the camera or talk to us if you want. It's all good.
I've always wondered what my father was like before he met my mother. And if all men are caterpillars, does love morph, shape, transition them into butterflies? Growing up, my favorite currency was being myself. My mother would take me to art museums, swimming lessons, as my love, interest, expenditure. I have no clue what my neighbors do at 3 a.m, waking up for the grind, the bread, the system. Into the corner of every morning, my entire heart locks itself into a gratitude. It is a blessing. I am a poet. I can command an army of words to a building of despair, planting seeds of hope for the hopeless, utilizing my voice to empower the voiceless. I use my art to awaken the unshakable magic within our bones. I run writing workshops to enlighten others within, with words dancing in the dark corners of their minds. I'm a poet with a machine in my stomach, filled with depression, expression, obsession, confession, love, and empathy. I had a conversation with a friend about grief, the fact that so many of our loved ones are gone, yet we are here. We are living proof that living is sacred. There is not an Oscar award bigger than the job your lungs do every single day, or a Nobel Prize more precious than your very own eyes. If every hour your entire life is working, how many hours a week do you spend on your dreams? And what are dreams if you don't cultivate an area, an environment that believes in your future? You have to dream before your dreams come true. You see, my parents' dream was to come to this country and accomplish great things. Instead, they had me, birthed a canvas. I am a painting in a handful of clouds. I wake up at 3 a.m. just at the same time as my neighbor, pouring into a blank page, knowing my love for writing has morphed, transitioned, given me butterflies. My favorite currency now is spending quality time with people who are precious as poetry.
Wow. Yeah, I've got the machine in my belly. That was to give you 3. 1, 2. 'Cause I'm still kind of like a little bit high in your poem. Like, I think that closing my eyes 3 words. I've got the machine in my belly and all the things it creates as a poet, and I've got my lungs as the Oscar, and then my eyes as a Nobel Peace Prize. Sorry, but fuck me, that was good. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Seriously, and it's just the certain little things. No, I didn't enjoy yours any less. There's always but I was to focus on, like, I really enjoyed that, and it's just the words, and I could hear that it's just because the first time you're performing it and stuff, kind of you'll get on stronger within the performance, but the content, oh wait, lovely. I can't wait to hear that again. Like later on when you do it, I can't wait to hear that again. I really enjoyed that.
Thank
Might
you.
go to hospital after for your hand.
No, it's alright. It's alright.
Who did we have earlier? We had someone with a big old hand there. Where's you see the guy? You guys got, you saw him, yeah? Yeah, you guys, wow. Karim, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
And inspiring.
Thank you.
I like that you demonetized currency. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
The currency is no longer
Money.
a financial or even like a spendable thing. Love that.
Even this is currency, like time. We're spending time here. This is currency. You can't
Yeah.
buy this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This
Valuable
is
commodity.
it's so precious.
Yes.
The most valuable commodity.
Precisely.
Time is the most valuable commodity. And how you
Absolutely.
spend it. Even this is the beauty of what we're doing here right now. Like you said, this is currency. But this is why I get so excited when I meet people like yourselves. It's first time in the room together, but I've been enhanced by you guys being in the room. This guy's asked me like loads of questions. Like he asked me questions all the time, but he's asked me more questions. He's hit me from the side while you've been here, and it's nice opposed to me being outside, walking down the street, people like not looking at you, not saying hello, not being nice on the train, all that negative time you have out there. God bless everybody, so good luck to them. But like just like just a hi, how you doing, and just being nice on a consistent basis. But this, mate, I'm not going to swear again. But it's lovely. lovely. Yeah. I swear a lot.
We can't get one more from you.
Me?
Yes, please. Yeah.
All right, you see, since you were, if I can remember it, I don't know if I can remember it, but I've got one. It's in spirit of what we've got here today and what we just said. I'm going to do a poem called Smile. Right? It's called Smile. So it goes. So I get it on my phone just in case I forget it. Most of my stuff's in my head somewhere. Like, it's somewhere, it's in there somewhere. If I don't know if I've got it here. Just to make sure, just so I don't want to. Let me see. Sorry, guys. Now I'm looking for stuff. Smile. All right, cool. And it goes. Where's it? Oh, fuck it. Smile. Man, woman, or child. We're only here for a while. It's a test. It's a journey. It's a trial. Civilized, domesticated, or wild. Smile. Transfer positive energy. Not enough time to have enemies. Enjoy nature like David Bellamy did. If you see someone down, give. It doesn't take much to brighten them up. Smile from the heart. Laugh from the gut.
Oh.
Loving is an art. Humans have grown apart, consumed by daily chores. Envy, greed. Oops, sorry, let's get this right. Consumed by daily chores. Envy, greed, always looking for more, things we don't need, worrying about things that ain't happened, while positive feelings we're trapping inside. It's your body, don't defile it, smile from it. It's your life, don't run from it, have fun with it. The next time you walk down the street, you see another human and your eyes meet, smile. Man, woman or child, we're only here for a while. And if they don't smile back, so what? Smiling makes you happy whether they do it or not. Yeah. So it's just like in the spirit of, thank you so much. In the spirit of being nice to people.
Yeah, positive.
That was fantastic.
God bless
Gorgeous,
you.
yeah.
And it's just that's what I like to
so
do.
warm
Like,
now.
give them out. Good. And you feel warm.
Yes,
Good.
I
That's what we
do.
want. Good.
Oh,
That's
that's
what we want. And
brilliant.
that's what we want to do. Like give. What's that word again? Synesthesia.
There you go.
Synesthesia is when. Can you explain it again? Sorry.
When you experience your senses through another one of the senses.
Okay.
So if you look at a painting and you can hear it or taste it,
Yeah, okay.
for example, or you can smell a piece of music.
That's incredible.
Yeah, there's an exchange
I
of
do.
how you experience it.
Some things you can.
There are people that can actually have like a diagnosable version of it. But I think we all, when you interact with art, when you interact with anything, I think it can, there's those trigger points where you relate to it in certain ways. Yeah.
I thought it might have been Anastasia's sister or something.
Anesthesia. No, I
Anastasia.
wanted to say synesthesia
There you
first. I
go.
thought
He
it
thought
was anesthesia. That's what I thought first.
Anastasia, Sinister.
Yeah, I thought it was sinister. Yeah. Good. Meredith, I've got my list of questions, but before I ask you my list of questions, I want to come to one of your creative writing sessions when you do them. If I can be invited to that as well, definitely come along. What has been the pinnacle of that for you?
For the creative writing.
Yeah, of working in groups, because you said at the beginning you like to work with people and create things and do things with people and get the feedback. What has been the pinnacle for you?
The fact that it leaves an impact on someone. It leaves someone feeling a lot different than the way they came in the room. When someone takes something from the sessions I have and they create their own poem, or they go off and I don't know, they create like a project around it. That for me is a pinnacle, is an achievement, is like the feeling I wanted to evoke, the intention.
Yeah.
behind it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that. And what has been the pinnacle for you doing? What did you call it? You know, when you get people together, what was the word? you used?
Curating.
What's been the pinnacle of your curation? Curating creations.
Curating creations. I keep doing that too when I want to say the word create and it sounds like create.
Yeah.
I'm joining them together. The pinnacle of my curating creations. I'm going to go ahead and say there isn't one yet. I think I'm building towards something. There we go. Right.
Give me your hand, man. 1, 2, 3, thank you. What's up?
Yeah, I'm building towards something. Something exciting is happening, and I don't know what it is, but I know it's happening.
I think it might be you link me and Karim up. We're gonna create something.
Yeah, it could entirely be. I should hope so.
I like your energy, brother.
Thank you.
I like your energy, like like a yin and yang kind of thing. You're the one. I know.
I knew you'd get on. Yeah, exactly.
I feel that. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit you up with my questions. You can have both answer the same question, or we can bounce questions off. But I'm going to throw them out there. If you don't want to answer the questions, it's fine. It's
fine. Yeah.
What's the worst thing you've ever seen?
Oh.
The first question. Obviously, I like that. Yeah. These are wrapping up questions anyway.
Yeah, it's quite the worst thing.
And it's just like you don't know.
I've seen a lot of things that are terrible.
Yeah, you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Actually, this year I saw something really traumatic. I was basically crossing the road and I had like shopping bags with me in my local area, and the driver just knocked into a bus basically. I literally saw it like first hand, live action. A car just driving at 60 miles per hour.
Oh wow!
Hits a bus, and it was really traumatic for me. And then they closed the whole road, so all the shopkeepers and people around and people came up. Luckily, nobody in the bus got injured. The driver was alive because there was like a nurse or somebody around. They came and they checked the driver.
Emergency first aid, yeah.
Yeah, and they were okay, but then it took a long time, to get the ambulance and fire.
Yeah. And fire brigade have to cut you out, innit?
Yeah, and the car was like really done up, like it was just like potato, like it was just messed up. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not laughing the way you said potato. Like that's what I was laughing at. It was potato, like mashed potato, basically.
And that was like really traumatic for me because I had to, for a while, that was replaying in my head for a while.
Yeah, I can imagine. Because
early this year as well.
Wow, sorry for that for you, man. Because your eyes are the windows to your soul, and I'm very careful I'm very careful what I look at and watch. I don't like the videos people say I'm not into, because I know how my soul is. I don't want to let certain things in, but you never know. You never know. Choice. It was live old. You know what I mean? So I feel you on that, man.
Yeah,
I feel you on that. Meredith, do you have one?
I think my brain deletes a lot of the bad shit that I've seen. Yeah, absolutely. I'm very selective about that. The one thing I was going to say, since we're drawing towards the end, something sad that I saw yesterday. My dog died yesterday.
Oh,
he passed away.
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he was my best friend. He was like my child and my grandparent at the same time in different stages of his life.
That's sad,
but I've been holding on to come to your interview tonight because I just knew talking about poetry and being with such vibrant, creative people would really bring me up and out of that funk. So thank you so much for that. I feel like I've been through like therapy session. Very healing process. So thank you.
No, you bless you. Thank you both for coming. You don't understand. I like talking to people like yourselves. I love talking to everyone that comes on my show, but there's certain times when I talk, certain energy that is just. We're getting to know each other. We know nothing about each other, so it makes it even more special for me. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? You two are lovely people.
Yeah.
Lovely people. We're now friends. Thank you.
Absolutely. Besties forever.
Have you seen the cable guy?
Oh, no.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the cable guy?
No, I've not
It's the cable guy. You need to go and watch it and then you'll understand. You've seen it, right? You remember it? Jim Carrey. It's a Jim Carrey film. One of his first.
I love Jim Carrey.
Go and watch Jim Carrey, the cable guy. And John Cusack, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Jim Carrey, John Cusack. Jim, now we're friends
right.
now? Oh, we're friends now.
All right. Okay, cool.
Tell me something about you nobody knows.
That's a good question.
It's for both of you, you know. So if one is thinking, if you know, you can bring one up. You can think about it. I can come back to that one.
Yeah.
Who's your biggest inspiration?
Ages.
Anyone, just feel free to answer any of you. These are just
My biggest inspiration. I got many, but my mother.
Nice.
Because
Is she still with us?
yeah, my mum's present in my life, like integral person. Like the person that got me into books, the person that got me into art, the person that encourages me, inspires me, always sending me stuff. Like if Stormzy's performing somewhere, my mum will send it to me. If she sees like an inspiring story in the newspaper, she'll send it to me. Like always pushing me to elevate my game, and to just be like level-headed.
Good stuff. That's nice. Yeah. That's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. You want
Children, young people.
Nice. If you were a colour, what colour would you be and why?
Purple.
Why?
Represents my personality.
Nice.
It's wild, it's spiritual, it's royal, it's regal, it represents something that does not fit into society, something
Beautiful.
that fights the status quo, and that's me. So
Nice. I
Did
did
you answer
three.
that question before or something?
no.
I like that. Yeah, same for you.
It's his favorite color, purple.
Yeah. And
There
you?
you go. Gold. I'm gonna have to say gold. Absolutely. It's vibrant. It's vibrant. It's ancient and new at the same time.
Ooh,
Right?
I need three for that. It's ancient and new at the same time. Fuck me, gold is, isn't it?
There we go.
It's ancient and new. Wow, I swore, but I don't care.
There you
I'm gonna
go.
get a swear jar on here soon. You know?
I know.
I'm gonna get a swear jar. I'm gonna get a swear jar on here real soon.
Poor wizard.
Yeah, no. You poor wizard. He says like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
What
ahead.
colour would you be as well?
Me,
Yeah. And why?
blue, sky blue, because you never know what's coming from the sky,
Ooh.
and it's so much good things come from the sky as well. Yeah, so much good comes from the sky as well. And all you need to do is look up and it blesses you. So yeah, sky blue, like, because you get rain, you get sunshine, you get the clouds,
Nice.
the birds fly in the sky. You can just daydream. Only
Love
God
it.
knows what's on the other side of it. It's refreshing. It's the same as water. I think just that it's endless. It's like the sky is the ocean of the sky. If that, but the sky is the ocean.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes!
Spicy! You wanted them as well.
Ah, that was good.
So that's what I'll be. Yeah, that's what I'll be. Blue.
You have to write that down, please.
What's that?
Yeah.
The sky is the ocean of the sky.
The sky's the ocean
You
of
have
the
to
sky.
write it down, please.
The
Yes.
sky's the ocean of the sky. That's all right.
Yours.
Absolutely. Well, because actually, that's a bit like a palindrome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
What is it like?
The sky is the ocean
No,
of
what is
the
it like?
sky.
A bit like a what?
Like a palindrome, the forwards and backwards. You
Okay.
started with sky, and you got ocean and sky, and you got that reflective quality as well in it.
The sky's the ocean of the sky.
You
Okay.
could make a whole poem stemming from that, or you could just make that as a poem, like a picture, and play around with the text too. So
There
like
is
something's reflective.
There's a film called As Below, So Below, As Above, So Below.
As above, so below.
Yeah, and it reminds me of that.
Whose film is that? What film? I've heard of that.
As Above, So Below. It's inspired by Dante's Inferno. Dante is a famous Italian poet, I think 16th
Yeah.
century. And it's inspired by his idea of hell. He believes that there's like 9 different versions of hell, or
Yeah.
9 stages of hell.
I think I've known about the film. I love movies. I absolutely love movies. We haven't
It's a classic.
Can I just say to you guys, yeah? Now you've got the formula. Well, I'll have to get you back on. Yeah, I'll have to get you back on.
Absolutely.
We'll do more poetry. We can talk about more topics. We can review some books and stuff. Review some
Yeah.
poets. Cool. And we'll just do it like that. Yeah, I was just let you know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So we've got time for 2 more questions. So No. Rush yourself. No. Best of rush. No. Okay. What? Let's see what's on this page first.
I'm so bad at sitting still. I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm
what are you talking about?
fidgeting.
You're talking about. You're preaching to the choir. Me, I don't sit
Oh,
still.
my
I
gosh.
don't sit still.
Alright.
This is I sit. Like when I go to work, when I work in places, they tell me you got to stay in one place for 12 hours. I said, no, I'm going home.
No,
I said, I'm going home. Unless I can move around,
Yeah,
I'm not staying here. I can't do it.
100%.
Like, all I do is mash up the job. That's all I'll do. All I do is mash up. I won't sit still. I'm like that in school as well. I will not sit still. So if you know you want to keep your contract, the afterlife, tagging onto this underworld thing, do you believe in it? And if so, what do you think it will be? I think we'll end on that because it's quite a deep question. We've only got a little bit of time. We'll just say thanks to you guys and socials and that after that. So,
Cool.
Afterlife, do you believe in it? And if you do, what do you think it will be like? We're all going to hell. We fucked up, man.
Oh, right. Yeah, exactly.
Do you not watch Rick and Morty? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah,
Did you see that episode of Rick and Morty when it goes like, someone has to kill me so I can go to the afterlife and be better because we don't know about hell. And he goes, don't worry about it. And he kills himself when he gets dragged into hell. He goes, no!
I love Rick and Morty.
Do you know the episode I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Fucking
Absolutely.
amazing. Sorry to digress.
Right. Go. Yeah,
I
Karim.
watched everything, the whole season, like so many times. Go on, Karim, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, this is such an interesting topic. Like, I hold life and death on the same kind of weight. I believe in an afterlife, of course. I believe like this stage is just one stage, and there's like 3 different stages. This is like the primary stage we're in, and this is not all it. Basically, there's more to see. It's a bit like we're in a room, and like we're waiting to go into another room. Like every human being that's on Earth is in one room, and we're waiting to go into another room, which is death, basically. Because it's inevitable. Animals, plants, everything has to die, and that's sacred as well. It's not the end. It's another sacred journey in itself, like how life is sacred, and how life has meaning. So that's sacred, and then there's death, and then there is a form of waiting, another room where we're waiting, and then there is like what's after that, the afterlife. The heaven, the hell, whatever, purgatory.
I want to go to heaven, please.
I think that if you've been good in this life, I think our purpose, all human beings, regardless of faith, regardless of creeds, regardless of race, whatever, our purpose is all to do something good on earth. Whether you've been a good farmer, whether you've been, a good dad, whether you've been, I don't know, a good person like in society, good to your community, good to your neighbors and stuff. I believe our purpose is to do something good, leave that in the world for the next generation, for the next, offsprings, whatever. Yeah, that's my take on it.
Nice. I'm going to come back to something. So when you talked, you just made me think of something. But I want to let Meredith answer because I want your full cognitive answer before I put my little 2 pence in and then we wrap up.
I just think there's infinite possibilities.
Yeah.
I would just really like that whatever people want, that's what they're going to get. That would be really...
Right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
what
think.
you want, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
A chocolate box will get what you want. Do you know what I think now? Saying this, talking, as you spoke to him, yeah? I think, and what everyone says about the mini-death, I think sometimes our dreams are prequels to what's going to happen.
Ooh.
That's what I think. Our dreams might be prequels to what's going to happen. Because you go to sleep, and you sleep, and you're asleep, but you dream.
Yeah.
My dreams are very vivid.
Yeah, I've had some fucked up dreams. I don't know.
I think that's what I think. That sleep, and when we die, sleep. Because we call it mini death as well. I think when we die, we get a little insight into the spiritual world.
Yeah,
like a trailer.
Yeah, like a trailer. Where'd you find that fella? Like a trailer. One second. Yeah, Love Bones just came in. There's a door closed. Yeah, but I think what you're saying is we are wrapping up, but you'd love this as well. Death. Is there an afterlife or not? What do you believe? And my thing is, I think we glimpse it when we sleep. When we sleep, because we just, off of what Karim just said, when he's talking, I feel like my thing is like, when we sleep, when we go off, when we're dreaming, that's us visiting certain parts of it. But we can't, it's the room where we can't even, it's almost like a room with a two-way glass. We can't get into the real death room when we see it and stuff. Sometimes we get a little touch and we come back.
Yeah.
Because some of the dreams I've had, I'm like, Ross, Clark.
I think like maybe when you're sleeping, that's like an art studio. You get to do what you want, and the real death thing is like, I don't know. It's
After you graduate
it's,
from it,
it's another thing basically. It's another dimension that you don't have access
That's why
to.
I don't believe.
You need to talk to the mic. We can't back to hear you.
No, I was talking
We
about-
talk loud. We pass the mic over to you.
I think the word is wrong because there are things that die and there's things that don't.
Yeah.
And when things that have energy, anything that has
Come talk
energy.
to the mic. Turn the camera so we can talk to the
No,
mic.
it's cool. I'm sure talking loud enough.
Talk loud, man.
Yeah,
Everything
get
that,
it.
everything that has energy doesn't die.
No, energy is transferred, you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what Karim was saying as well.
The transition is not death.
Yeah.
Like there's some things that can die.
Do you think so?
Yeah, like there's
And never beat, but then there is no afterlife for them. They're dead.
or like a fruit.
No, fruit transitions.
It transitions but it dies.
No, but we don't. So if we die, we decompose and go to the ground, then we come back. No.
No, we're not. No one's putting us into alcohol. Do you get what I mean?
How do you know?
That's a brand new substance. Isn't it? Like,
Yeah, but how do you know? Some people are drinking people's blood by it, you know.
That's what I'm saying. The body dies, but we don't.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
enough.
That's what I believe.
Well, I would like, because we are out of time, but I want to get you back again. Please share your socials for the camera. Can you get in the camera? I want your socials. Speakeasy London, Karim and Meredith. Amazing interview. I've enjoyed both of you. Please share your socials and I'll wrap it up. To the camera.
All right. So Speakeasy London is speak.easy.london, and that's one Insta. And then my personal one is Meredith, and it's M3R3D1T4. That's spelled in leet,
Nice.
because I'm that old.
Nice.
Go on, Karim.
My social media is Karim Leo Poetry, Twitter and Instagram.
Karim Leo Poetry, Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
And do you use the same platforms for your classes and stuff, and do the seminar stuff?
Same platform for classes
Nice.
and everything.
So, hello, if you want to get Meredith or Karim, and they're amazing people, they're doing amazing things. If you're a poet, you want to get out there, definitely people to talk to. Creative writing, and there's other stuff you do, creative writing as well, script writing, songwriting.
Yeah.
Anything like that, you want to get in touch with them, please get in touch with them. If you never got their socials, get in touch with me. I haven't said it before, but I'll say it now. Please like, share, subscribe. Yeah? Like, share, subscribe. Please, amazing guys. That was Life Talks. Ayo Fawole, Meredith Karim. Where's by the camera? Wizard!
Thank you.
Yeah! Love that. Thank you guys so much, man.